Welcome back to CrimeDoor TV. I'm Sydney Schofield. A 27-year-old Tennessee man vanished back in June of 2021. Investigators found Joshua Bohannon's remains roughly 9 months later. His family suspects foul play because he was sick at the time using a walker, and they do not believe he could have physically gotten to the place his remains were found on his own. We're so grateful today to be joined by Josh's aunt, Vickie Jones. And I want to start by asking you today, Vickie, what is your favorite memory with Josh?
When Josh was in middle school, he played ball a lot. He was really he loved basketball, and there was a night that he was sick, and he was hurting real bad, and it was a tournament they were playing in Livingston, Tennessee, and he wouldn't come off the court because he wanted to play. He was there to do what Josh did, was play ball. I actually have two. Uh, Memories that were my favorite of Josh. The other one was when he learned that he was going to be a dad, because Josh was always told he would never be able to have kids. Um, so when he learned that he was going to be a dad, he was just ecstatic about it. And he was always good with kids. He loved them. Uh, he was just kids overwhelmed him. I mean, he'd help them in basketball. Our nieces and nephews, he'd always play with them. So him having a kid, and then when he found out it was a little boy, was so exciting for him. But he didn't get to enjoy being a father too long, and that's when Josh went missing.
Vickie, how do you hope Josh is remembered?
I hope he is remembered by uh, the love, and he had a very, very uh, kind heart towards everybody. He'd give you the shirt off his back. He tried to wear a smile on his face when we knew behind that smile he was always sick.
Now, you decided to hire a private investigator. Can you walk me through what went into that decision?
So we weren't getting the help that we needed. Josh should have had the first 24 hours. He should have been looked for. He should have had a silver alert because he was a type 1 diabetic. He couldn't make it 24 hours without family or without his medicine or someone to care for him. Um, we didn't get a search within 24 hours. We were we had 2, because it was on a county line, we had 2 different counties that we had to deal with, and, um, we actually, when we were searching for Josh, we dialed 911 to try to get people to come down there, and we actually got cussed by by the cop that came, uh, and we still didn't get nobody to look for him until, like, 7 or 8 days maybe, after Josh went missing. It was only our family that was down there searching for him the whole time. Uh, I remember going and seeing, they searched maybe 8 hours with, like, 20 people, and then they said they did a second search, and we went down there that morning, and by 9 o'clock, it was already over with, and there was maybe, like, 4 to 5 people, and they say they searched acres. I mean, how could you search acres and with 4 or 5 people before 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was done? Uh, there was just a lot of things that should have happened that didn't, and I feel like if it had happened, that Josh would have been found.
I'm so sorry that was your experience. Do you have any idea why the investigation might have been handled in this way?
He hadn't hurt nobody. What Josh done to be in trouble, Josh done to himself. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he done anything to anybody else, but because he had been in trouble, I felt like that he didn't get the treatment that he should have got or anybody should have got. Um, to me, if you're a missing person and you're a type 1 diabetic, you should be treated as if you're any other citizen.
And Vickie, I know this won't be an easy question to answer, but if you could speak directly to the people who know what happened to Josh, what would you say?
Uh, I would tell them that you just don't know how much hurt that you have caused us. You don't know how much hurt you caused my family. And I just hope that you would find it in your heart to tell us why you did this to Josh and what happened to him. If he died from his diabetes, just tell us. If you got scared, just tell us. Just tell us. We want to know what happened. He didn't deserve to be put out there in the cold and the rain for 10 months and us not knowing, but we do want to know what happened to him.
Vickie, I'm so sorry for everything you've been through. Thank you so much for making time to share Josh's story with us today.
Thank you so much for doing this for Josh. We appreciate it. Our family really, really appreciates it.